Hello and welcome back to this House of Walls. Today I am going to talk all things homeschooling as I set up and get ready for another fantastic week of school. We are about to start our 20th week of school. We took last week off as kind of a catch-up to really spend some time on math, science, and history, and a couple other little things. And then there were some days that we just didn't do anything school related at all, and it was fantastic. It was exactly what we need. But this week we are back to it. So I am setting up our schoolroom. I have updated our calendar behind me because since we took last week off, I hadn't even switched it over to February yet. And then I have updated our morning basket for February. So I have some cute little stickers that my kids love. We have just started reading the BFG. I have never even read this. We've seen the movie, but we're enjoying it so far. We're not very far into it. Then for our word of the day, I got some cute little cutouts that we can write the words onto and stick them up onto the wall as we are going throughout the month. I have a little gel cling that one of my kids hasn't put up onto our door yet, so I have that in there. And Mondays we do some kind of books. If you want to see a really detailed everything in our morning basket and how we use our morning basket, I will link it above. But this week we're going to go through amazing animal friendships. We've done this a couple times, but we still have quite a bit to go in this book, and it's just cute little stories about unlikely animals becoming friends. And then for what really needs to be set up is all of our planners. So my kids each have a planner, and I have my really big in-depth planner. My kids' planner is more of their schedule. It's their math and language arts, because then history and science and stuff like that is done most of the time at a different time of day, and just it's done differently. So I will flip the camera around and show you guys how I set up each of their planners. And then mine, it doesn't take as much to set up my planner. I use my planner as reverse planning. So what actually gets done that day gets written in here. But there is just a little bit of setup to make sure that I am ready for the week. All right, so here I am with my kids' weekly planners. So I am going to start with my second grader. So flip open. So last one that we did was week 19. So I'm going to switch it over and start filling out week 20. So we just list the subjects, and like I said, this is mainly done for language arts and math. So I am going to start filling this out and kind of speed this up as I go so you can see how I fill it out. Totally filled out planner for my second grader. Pretty simple and straightforward. I did miss a box. I have to figure out, word ladders. There we go. Now it's totally filled out. So as you see, it's just simple, basic, more so for my son to see what he has accomplished and what still needs to be done. So yeah. Now I am going to do the exact same for my sixth grader. Here is my planner. My planner is pretty easy to set up. So I just put in the date and the week, and then these are all of our subjects. So we have reading, language arts for my youngest, language arts for my oldest, math, history, science, and then any kind of extras. And that's all that I do to set up my planner, because I don't write it in until we actually accomplish it. So just to go back a couple of weeks, this was 1 week and what it looked like at the end of the week. So I am going to put this aside now and show you how I set up all of our workbooks and all of our work to get ready for the week. All right, so over here, this is my bookcase. I do plan on giving a full tour of our homeschool room pretty soon. But these are where all of my teacher books and everything like that goes. So I just pull out a stack and drop some. So each of the books has a little tab that I put in. Hopefully that is showing up. They're just kind of clear little tabs. So I will open it up and move it to the week that we need. So now it is all set up, ready to go. A lot of our work is open and go, so really it's just a matter of putting a tab in just to make it easier, even easier to open and go. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my shelves and then show you how I set up the boys' work. Here we are now in front of my kids' bookshelves. So these two right here are for my second grader, and then this one and the one right off camera is for my sixth grader. And so this one basically just has their reading that I pulled that I would like for them to, at least for my second grader, for him to do during the school year. This has little head ear muff things for when he just needs a little bit of peace and quiet so that he can pay attention to his work. This is our current reader that he is enjoying the little stories in, and his reading journal. So then this has all of his curriculum that we use. And so just to show, so this is his writing workbook. Instead of the little tabs, we use paper clips because my kids are always losing paper clips and they don't cost as much as the tabs. So again, I just take the paper clip out and move it ahead to where we are going to start this week of work so that it is ready to go this week. So I am going to do that now and show you guys what it looks like then. Now that I am done with my second graders, I'm going to do the exact same thing for my sixth graders. So this is all of his work. And then these, again, are books that I picked out for him to read this year. His current book that he's reading, which is The Phantom Toll Booth, and his reading journal, and a couple extra little things here in this basket. So I'm going to go through his work and get it all ready. All right, so there we are. We are set up for the week. There's a couple things that I will pull out as the week goes for science or things like that. But overall, we are ready to go. For our home, it just makes it easier to have everything very open and go so that I don't have to use a lot of time trying to find everything. And then I lose my kids' interest, and then it's just trying to pull them back in. So that is how we stay nice and organized and get ready for the week. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like the video below if you liked this kind of video. And I have a lot more homeschooling video ideas to come.